Welcome back to part 84 by Rome Let's Play. Total War M2 with defeated Impera. So picking things up, we left them last time. Start of a new turn, and here be slaves. Slaves that must be crushed and set back to task. So we will send you, this army, down the coast to deal with them next turn. Although I imagine they're going to slam themselves into Mastia next turn. Thankfully, Mastia has a decent garrison that can hold them off, even if we need to fight it ourselves. I will reward this legion if we need to commit it to the fight with an upgrade for all of its troops, because they're still probably one of the oldest non-reformed legions that we have active actually at the moment. -2, it's getting better there, which is great to see. So I'd love to upgrade this, I really would, for better weapons, but another 2% Empire maintenance right now? I know it's coming in 10 turns, but also it costs us 11, it costs us all of our gold right now to spend on that. Yeah, no. God, that is awful upgrading these. Romanized provincial capital. Well, if I do that one, we have a banditry reduction. It's less wealth. And we should be able to manage banditry with the other tweaks and changes that we do. Oh, no, we're not. That is awful what we've got here. Oh, I've just changed that to public order. Yeah, cancel that. Yeah. Cancel that flip. We need this reducing banditry. So... And it's going to come at the cost of public order. But what does that do? That eats food. No, it produces food, costs public order, and reduces banditry. This one eats away at the food, but doesn't cause a public order hit. So that is a better one to go for without that public order hit. So we want to switch on over to that then, don't we? While also controlling banditry. Let's do that instead. That should solve some stuff. That should help solve some stuff. Then I can put that in, which isn't going to do anything to banditry one way or another, but does hit food a bit more. But actually, that's a big investment though to spend right now. There's probably some better ones we can do in other places, or just going for stuff like more research rate to get through more stuff. Can take the hit, do that, go for that for keeping the banditry low. Our food is fine here right now. We've got loads of other bits coming in, which is good, so we need to keep an eye on all of that though. Salutare. Oh, holy moly! That's awful. Mamma mia. Yikes. That banditry is awful, but that's what, hang on, regions. How is it that bad? I don't understand how this one, I think I've said this before, how it's that bad. At 32 rather. That doesn't make any sense. That's bonkers. Unless it's these regions that also contribute, but that shouldn't make any sense as to our public order here, because it'll be completely separate public order for these guys. That shipwright takes away banditry. That's not adding any banditry. That one's adding +8 banditry. That one's taking away -4, so we're on 4. That one's not adding anything to it. That's not adding any banditry. That's not adding any banditry. That's not adding any banditry. That's taking away -4, so we should be negative. Or sorry, that's the one that we're building right now. The one we currently have is +2, so we're at 6 banditry. How are we at 32? Yeah, buildings, characters, 6. Regions, 44. What have we got going on here? Outrage populace? Is it just our public order has that additional knock-on effect? That doesn't seem to make any sense. Is it just because these guys are held by Egypt? Maybe. Yeah, that seems wild. Let's be fountains. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense sometimes, unless there's other factors at play that I can't really see properly. Oh yeah, I need to repair that. I can't do anything here. I need to also get something in there before this slums. We need to convert that over, and we need to convert that over. So I need a bit more gold. That's rebels there. We'll let them build up. Okay. We'll see off the Adresians here.
It is an honor to serve for honor and glory. Put your backs into it, you men. Waiting for a new course.
We'll go raid them at Pella, and maybe even sack it again. Again, I think that's everything. Right, and the turn, unless you can do something there. No. They're over to Egypt finally. Really? Really, rebels? Okay, we're gonna have to fight this one. Here we go. They think they can have us. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right, they're all coming from that side. This is fine.
On watch! Men of Italia! Missiles ready and waiting. Proud roll.
They even got. I was like, have they even got ladders? Yeah, they've got a few.
Guard! Italian swordsmen! Guard! Your orders! Hold Romans all! Melee troops awaiting orders. Italian swordsmen! Jupiter gives us strength. Orders understood. Swords! Ready and waiting. Spears! By your command!
Oh, I didn't change out the things. Did I? Whoops. That's fine.
Scorpion!
Oh, I'm wondering with these guys, could I have them off the shore, come and land and snipe them there? Would it make much difference? Maybe. Rather than having to get all the way around there and then bring them around. Why bother? Fast forward, because we should have this. I'm not seeing any bodies dropping yet.
Missile infantry ready. Hold position. Ready for orders. On watch. Italian swordsman. Hold. Swords. Guard. Melee troops.
Leave it on fast forward.
The men are wavering.
More of these guys up there.
Our units has used all its ammunition.
So we're going to have them as they try and climb up. And that's going to be it. It's all their troops unless they dismount them all. We do have a gatehouse with oil now as well, which is good. So they did try and come for that. And they would get wrecked. I've got all these guys back here. Oh yeah, they are. They're going for it. That's fine. Go for it. That's exactly where I want you. The general's stuck up there now. He'll get wrecked. He'll die. And we'll have him. Bring down the gates. They'll charge in. And we will murder them all in fire and flame. Turn my ships around. Land them in behind them. And javelin up the backside.
The enemy general is dead.
It's nice.
Our gates are utterly destroyed.
Oh no. My gates. Burn them! Push. I'm going to try and neutralize it though. But we can still drop some more oil on them. Stunning. Get him with the burning oil. Kind of hope that in Medieval 3 we'll have, like, the option to when exactly to unleash burning oil, so you can use castles and your fortresses as killing pits and things like that. But like you'll have a control and you like almost kind of like in like Stronghold where you have like the guy holding the pot above the wall, but you can then tell the direction when to pour it. That'd be like super effective. It's super satisfying. Which part of the world is Lionheart civilizing the Roman might today? All of it, really. There we go. Boom. Broken. We're just dealing with some rebels, some slave rebels in Iberia right now. Southeastern Iberia. Interesting in your war. Yeah, I'm really keen to kind of see what that adds to it. I mean, they've obviously already talked about Medieval 3 adding in, like, completely redoing the whole region and province system that we've had since Rome 2, and going to a system where you can... it kind of feels like a hybrid between Shogun 2 system and also some of the elements of Rome... Oh, not Rome, of Empire and Napoleon, but also going back to, like, Medieval 2 as well. But then revolutionizing that system by allowing you to place stuff onto the map directly and as much of it as you want, I guess, based on if you have the resources to support it, which seems great. Like being able to identify, oh look, geographical bit of terrain there's a natural choke point, let's build a castle in between that mountain pass to control that mountain pass. Obviously I think the biggest concern with that is like that all sounds great, but how much does that mess up AI pathfinding? So they've got to do a huge amount of work on like AI pathfinding and logic to respond to the new things that you build, but also the things it builds as well. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a catastrophic design choice. Rampant piracy. We'll go for hunted. New political election. Time comes of age. New political election. Yeah, you're in that. Strabo's up there as well. Cool. But if I can optimize it, min-max it with. They've got an army in there, so I don't want to go in just yet, because that plus the garrison at Pella will be nasty. But what we can try and do is do some raiding. It's another grand. Go right close to it. Lovely. Maximize that. Okay, let's see what we've lowered your slave population down to. It was 22.2, I think it was. 22.5. It's now 18.5. Okay, leave it on that for a bit longer. But you definitely can't afford to loot. Ever. $13K in 16 turns. I mean, I know everything's slower in this, but that does kind of... I do dislike that in most Overhaul mods where you have a massive number of turns to do. I do feel like, obviously, we've played... How many turns have we actually played in this? 149 turns. Yeah, like this in like a Warhammer 3 campaign would be over. Now, I think Warhammer 3 campaigns largely, at least now, they were longer to start with in Warhammer 1, but they've gradually gotten... most of your campaigns are over before turn 100, especially with like the DLC power creep and stuff like that, new factions every so often. But I do feel like at this point, like it shouldn't be taking us more than like 10 turns max for a building. Going like 16 turns is quite a big sink, I think. What are we going to do here? We're going to go through the olive side or that side. We were going to go for this side because the other one adds banditry. Simple as that, really. Oh, hang on. I know what we really need to do. We need to sort out the stones. And I need to build something here. We got wood. Okay, yeah, get that right in there. We'll let them build up a little bit longer. Move you guys here. Finish them off next turn. And I'll promote you all. For I am a benevolent god. And you deserve some improvement. On that though, I think that's all we can do. Have another go at manipulating. I wish it was better to get a critical success, because it just seems like this you can never do it. Now, what's that all about? In turn.
The sword was drawn, but now it's bloodied.
Ah, they want peace as well. Okay. Counter offer. Counter offer. Give me coin and I'll consider it. Then I won't consider it. You've just landed another army there. Let me come and smush you. It's fine, because if I leave you there, it gives Scipio something to go raid. So I'll probably switch my army around, actually.
Fear is your lot. Now come the
Oh, you idiots.
for your guts.
Again, more stuff for Scipio to go raid and pillage and keep our economy afloat to invest in. I am A-okay with that. Thank you. Hello, watching my old Cathay campaign, loving it, helping me balance your own Cathay campaign. Thank you, appreciate it. Merry Christmas. It's like, I'm right here. I'm right next to you, mate. I know it's going to be not going to be great odds, but I'll auto resolve that one. That's it. If in doubt, stab in the face. Ransom. Rebellion crushed. Can you build towns in the same way in Medieval 3? As in building your own settlements and stuff? I don't think so. I think the town, like, cities and towns form the central hub of a region when you claim it. But, like, castles you build out around it, or it seems there's then, I guess, separate tiers of what you can then build in your castle versus your cities. I think we're going back to that Medieval 2 style, Whoa, 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 whoa. Counter the rumors or lose a load? Yeah, you know what? Lose a load of gravitas. That's fine. But yeah, I think we're going back to that Medieval 2 system where you had cities being your economic, civic hubs and castles being your military and defensive hub. But like, it's too soon to kind of see that completely. But that sort of looks what they're allowing you to do by having things decentralized outside of your main regional hub, which seems to be the cities. And then your castles, you can quite literally construct them on the map. But that's obviously from a very early, fully in development, pre-production build, where they're just kind of locking down features and core development ideas before they then push ahead and get those bits sorted out, basically. It was in their stream the other week. I haven't had a chance to do a deep dive into it. I'm going to do that in the new year. So again, that like the first week of January, I will certainly look to do a discussion on what you've seen from Medieval 2 there, because yeah, feature wise that looks really promising. Keep hitting you with my agent there. Right, invasion force lands. Let's swing. Oh, okay. Swing you around here. I don't want to face rebels and these guys coming in. That would suck. Oh, for that next one, we need crane mechanics, and then we get restored stones. Even more Celtic culture. Okay, so we have to counter that, but that is wealth and culture, all regions. That is massive. Wealth of industry, because that's local. Yeah, that army there needs to go. Food. It's going to be adding in banditry as well, so let's convert that to that one. You're fine now, and I'm not in there anymore. Why? Oh, because the event, right? Yeah. Events. That's good, though. That's helping us power everything through.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, wow. Okay, let's patrol. Make him even happier. And then level up my general, which is going to be... I want that one, really, but more replenishment. That's fine. And then... Camping out movement range, camping out movement range. Nice. That is good. Yeah, you're all being sorted out nicely. I need to get that in there, so I just need a bit more gold. So I understand why that's so bad there. Oh yeah, let's have a look at our slave population decline. 15.4, lovely. In Rome, 11.9. So we can nearly switch over from this to tax rate, which then should net us even more money. But I want to be getting this up to about 20, 30k income a turn. And then we'll resume our wars. So we'll stay there at Pella. I mean, I could go in and put them in the Macedonian usurpers in there, but it's probably worth just sticking them there. The time in, if they want to break out, they've got to go through my fleet. The only thing is, I have a limited, fleet supply. I could really do with like taking. Yes. Knossos. Got a trade agreement with you. Speaking of which, anyone friendly that wants trade?
Are you brave or
No.
foolish?
No, we purposely broke our treaty with you guys so we could take you out. Yeah, I'll declare war on you in a little bit. I'm in no rush there. Iceni, you said you were considering peace. It's only moderate now. Okay, now I'll smash your army first. Right. Save that money. Else. Cool. All right, let's do another end turn. We're blasting through him today. Good stuff. Medieval 3 is not... No, Medieval 3 is literally announced and in pre-production. We're probably not going to see it fully released for like another 3-4 years. But they've started showing us the development journey of it so far. So we'll be able to kind of follow along and see what they're doing over the next few years in their streams and stuff. Join the war against Helvetii. No. You're my bastion of the East, and that is the way that it shall stay. You're doing that, mate. I'm not doing nothing. Keep hitting me with their agents there. Many children. You know what? Recording these over Christmas and New Year. I don't care how many kids we're having. I'll look at them all in the new year. In fact, actually, is this episode coming out in the new year? Yeah, I think no. This is out on the 28th. It's fine. Before the new year. I'll acknowledge all my new children in the new year. Latin culture is rising. I seen you run off that way. I'm gonna go smush your faces. Oh, I really don't want to lose that many, especially with Iceni coming, so we will dive on in and fight this one. In we go. I think 40k Total War is coming out next year. I mean, if it is coming out 2026, I can't see it happening before right at the very end. I personally don't think it's coming out until 2027, to be honest. I guess we'll see when they start talking about it a bit more. Okay, that's this force. I remembered which one it was. God, we can push forward a lot. Why are we right at the back of our deployment? Okay, it's fine. Spread and hold. Pop you guys over there. Up here. Have they spoken about Star Wars Total War? Is it still in the plans? I mean, it's never been confirmed that it was a plan. It was just a rumor. So if it is part of their plans, it's something they haven't announced yet.
Our reinforcements have arrived. And all will be well.
That's the garrison coming in.
Romans, ready for duty. Night horse! Quickly now!
It would be super to release Dawn of War 4 and what we can. I mean, I don't necessarily think it would. I actually think it kind of would make a lot of sense if they did. Just because while the interest and hype is up for 40k strategy games, why not release their own, which will be quite different to 40k, like to Dawn of War. They've never competed in the same space, Total War and Dawn of War, so I don't expect to see Total War 40k and Dawn of War competing, to be honest. Will they appeal to similar players? Sure.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I mean, just otherwise, based on that logic, your Dawn of War 4 is the only 40k game that's allowed to come out next year, and I'm sure there's loads of them. Of strategy, anyway.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Send them in. Flying. Pull you guys out. You guys in there. You've smushed into them from behind. Lovely job. Absolutely demolishing them there. Yes, yeah, it also announced that they were, as a side quest, hoping to revisit some of their older historical titles, work in some optimizations and improvements. In a nice way possible, I think that is... I really don't see that as being likely. That they'll have suddenly the resource. I mean, okay, they preface it by saying, if we have the resources, this is what we'd like to do. It's like, well, I mean, if I had the resources to do lots of things, I'd do all these things, but I never really do. You know? I can't see them doing any meaningful updates to older Total War titles, really. I mean, obviously with Dawnless Days for Attila recently coming out, it'd be great for them to optimize that. That would be a huge help if they could. I was saying earlier on stream, it'd be really nice if they could just go in and add UI scaling to some of the older Total Wars to fully support 1440p and 4K playback. So that you're not squinting at a teeny tiny UI. That'd be substantial if they could do that. But like, I'm not expecting them going back and like overhauling mechanics or anything really impactful to gameplay, to be perfectly honest. I just can't see that happening. But I also can't see them going back at all and doing anything. I'll be very surprised if they actually do manage to get around to doing that. If they are planning on doing that and plan on doing it in a meaningful way, the only way I can see them actually doing something is getting Feral Interactive coming in to do some quality of life improvements like they have done with the mobile ports of Total War recently. I mean, that is now the definitive way to play Empire Total War, the mobile version. It's way better than the PC version. Same with a lot of the other tweaks and changes they've made for the other mobile ports over the years. Obviously, the quality of life improvements and tweaks and changes that they made for the mobile version of Rome 1 was the basis for Rome Remastered. But they've said a full remaster of other ones is unlikely of Feral to do because it was so intensive. And took away dev time from a lot of their other projects and stuff that they work on. So unless EA is suddenly throwing them a lot of money to do it and extra dev resources and stuff, potentially, which I don't think they've got themselves, I just can't see it happening. But that would be, I would have thought, the smart move. Get Feral to port across their quality of life improvements, because they are solid, what they've managed to do. And also, I think to kind of temper expectations, I can't see any of the tweaks and changes or adjustments being that big or substantial, because they're not going to make any money from doing it. It's going to be purely as a gesture of goodwill. You know, unless they suddenly decide to drop a new DLC for an old title, which I just can't see them doing. I don't think they've got the capacity. I mean, as far as I'm aware, CA Sophia are now essentially full-on Warhammer 3 DLC team. Then you've got the 40k team at Horsham in the UK, and then you've also got the Med 3 team also in the UK. And I don't think they've got any other teams outside of that. Maybe they got one more team working on something. That's the one working on Star Wars, if the rumors are true on that. But you know, if that's in development as well, I can't. You know, when's that coming? 7-8 years time? I don't know. You know, they lost a lot of staff in several rounds of redundancies. So, from my understanding, they've shrunk from about a 900 strong total studio strength to about 400 odd. Obviously, teams scale up and scale down all the time based on what they're working on and things like that. But yeah, I can't. I can't see them doing. You know, having enough to squeeze out some older Total War stuff, new contents or bits like that. I think you know, scalable UI if it's something possible within the code base, fab. Some light optimizations and tweaks, some tidying up of bits and pieces here and there. Like what I would expect them to do is go around and fill in the gaps of where they made big mistakes, i.e. Three Kingdoms. The community was calling out for them not to abandon it like they did, and they still went ahead and abandoned it anyway. I would think that if they wanted to kind of make good on stuff, that would be a good place to start. Patch Three Kingdoms and fix the remaining issues that a lot of the community now rely on the kind of community bug fix mod or kind of unofficial patch to resolve stuff there. So yeah, probably start with like Three Kingdoms. Then I mean, maybe optimize Attila if it's possible, but I don't know if how easy it is. It depends what the breakthroughs they made with Thrones were, because that was built off the code base. But then I think just the bigger question is if they were able to come up with a solution back when they made Thrones, why didn't they then do it for Attila then? So I don't know. I think that's kind of unlikely, to be honest. I don't know, I'm being like kind of almost purpose. I'm normally pretty optimistic, but I'm kind of being purposely optimistic just because I think, in a way, it's just them trying to score PR points by saying, hey, if we had time, I'd do this. I mean, hey, if I had infinite money, I would solve world peace and world hunger and give everyone puppies. You know, I know it's not that extreme, but I kind of feel it's in the same pointless statement as me saying that, you know?
How can I serve Rome?
We want to get... We've already got that one. We want to go to... Growth. No. Public order research paragon. That's a good one. There we go. Banditry reduction. Nice. And I've got to get down to that, haven't I? Oh, wait. So that was pointless. Upkeep for all land unit. Local armies. Nuts. I mean, hey, it's gonna make those all cheaper that are standing around doing nothing. Pop that in there. And then cultural conversion, local province, public order. We've already got massive amounts of public order here. It's to get down to that next one for research rate. So we'll do that. Political reformer.
Ready for battle. We hunger for battle. Make haste, men.
I might just go and try and catch some of these guys out because they seem to be causing a lot of trouble for us. And stop them causing trouble. I mean, the economy, it looks like it's grown, so we've got to do a few more turns of this, I think, over time, and then we'll be fine. You need a force over there. I think we can move you guys over nice and easily. It's only come down a tiny bit. That's great. And that one. There we go. Sorted. Boom. You're clearing up really nicely. As are all of you. Wonderful to see. Wonderful to see. We can slowly but surely start moving in the next few turns, I think. Oh, another slave uprising. God dang it. Okay, go smash the IC. Oh, they got multiple armies. Okay, it's fine. CIA needs to hire more staff. I mean, highly unlikely seeing as they've just gone, as I said, down from about 900 staff to 400. They're not going to start hiring again. They can't afford to. Oh, nice. That lasted all of a few minutes. Right, bring it on, Averni. Oh, quite literally. Not like that. Not like that. I mean, yeah, I've got my other army coming. I'm going to have to... They're not going to be strong enough. We'll do balanced and we'll finish them off with my other army. Okay, fine. I can't get peace with you then until... I'm going to have to either hold the frontiers and not push, because I want to just shore things up. But we can slowly but surely start moving those Iberian armies north, and that will help me hold the line a bit better. So, that's fine. We won't push deeply, though, because we're going to be overstretched if we do that. Oh, who died? Oh, I bet it's my faction leader. I bet he's finally had it. Oh, no! Oh, Quintus Spartus! Give me back my legions! No! Oh, okay, this is gonna be a toughie. Ballista is gonna get got, but we do have a workshop at Narbo that we can restore it with. I don't actually know which faction you're from. I don't really care. I mean, the rest of them are fine. If we can form them up properly, we can have the Averni here. We can turn it around and we can smash them. Unfortunately, that is going to have to wait until our next episode, which for those of you on YouTube will be out on New Year's Day. So New Year's Day, we will open with a glorious ambush. I will try and make the next episode a little bit longer because this one was a little bit shorter. So stay tuned for that one, but we'll be back to a full regular schedule from the 5th of January, and I'll also be aiming to make our episodes back up to at least a full hour in length for those episodes in the new year once I am back working again. But yeah, hope you're having a lovely holiday. Until the next one, take care, and ciao for now.